This newspaper is one of the few critical voices left in Turkey's news media. It gets right to the point, declaring Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan's government must go. This vendor has been fined twice so far for disturbing the peace.
Right now, there is no freedom of the press in Turkey, and this square's noisy all over. They're just out to keep me from selling my newspapers, but I'm staying right here.
On Taksim Square in central Istanbul, the police maintain a constant presence. Mass demonstrations against the governing party and its policies took place here in May and June last year. For the past decade, Turkey's economy has grown by leaps and bounds, averaging around 7% annually. Now the conservatives have been overtaken by a corruption scandal.
Basically, it comes down to infighting between two factions of the governing party. Of course, that has consequences for the economy, because, in a sense, the political risk has increased.
German companies are keeping a close eye on developments. Lang & User is a German-Turkish family business. They're monitoring the current situation closely. The 29-year-old daughter of the company's Turkish founder has recently joined the company. Like her father, she spent most of her life in Germany. Now, in Turkey, she lives with a pervasive uncertainty.
I've been here for 7 or 8 months. Before that, I was at university, and the students were also discussing the situation. But I expect a lot of people will be anxious. They don't know what's going to happen with Turkish politics. Everything's changing in Turkey. You don't know what will happen from day to day.
Among other things, the company makes gaskets for the automotive industry. It had plans to acquire 3 new presses, but all new investments are on hold for the time being. The Flam company, based in the western German city of Aachen, has a branch office in the Cerkeskoy Industrial Park west of Istanbul. It produces parts for kitchen stoves and washing machines for Bosch Siemens. Speaking in June last year, just after the mass demonstrations in the Turkish capital, the CEO said Turkey's image had already suffered. But he's even more worried about the present crisis.
Personally, I'm worried that there'll be changes in Turkey's political structure. We need a stable and secure government in Turkey for our economic success, one that can govern. Then growth and a successful economy will follow.
The company is also struggling to cope with the weakness of the Turkish lira. It buys some of the parts it needs for production from Germany. As the lira loses value, the parts get more expensive. People on the streets also seem on edge.
Everyone's angry, and I'm mad too. The Turks have lost their upbeat mood. Haven't you noticed?
Nowadays, Taksim Square seems peaceful enough, but the corruption scandal is far from over, and local elections are coming up in March.